Hey, yo, you read that thumbnail right. The video giveaways are back. We'll talk about that in a second, but first, we're going to prep you for this. We have entered matchmaking and now have a match in our big KvK in 2359, where my second account is. All 5 big gold Imperiums got put into the same map. And on the surface, it looks a little bit scuffed on how they did it. So Diplo will be interesting. We'll go through all the stats, and we'll go through all of that stuff, plus my main in 606, as 606 has contracted now to an A seed. They're in a big KvK, and we're campmates with Kingdom 2, 1002. What? So we'll talk about how you can win $10 of free Flux and go through these KvKs right now. Hey everybody, it's your boy War Daddy Chadsky. I put out videos for Rise of Kingdoms all the time. If you enjoy these videos, throw a thumbs up on it, give it a like. And if you have not subscribed, consider doing so. You can hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit that bell if you want to get any alerts. For any content I do, you can get those alerts. And also, back by popular demand, we're doing the video giveaways for the month of July and August. Guys, I'm going to be fighting like crazy. I got this KvK going on right now in 2359. We hope Diplo works out. We're going to go through it all. I've also got 606 in KvK. I got a massive KvK 2 coming up immediately after that in the restart in 4028. So to celebrate July and August, we're bringing back the video giveaways, which means all you got to do is like the video and put a comment down in the comment section, and you're entered for your chance to win a $10 Flux. Every single video I do in the month of July and August, I will give away a $10 Flux. I did it for April and May. I gave away like over $500 worth of Flux, and I'm going to do it again for the next 2 months. So go down there. I don't care what kind of comment you put. You can put, Chadsky, this is great. Chadsky, I disagree. Chadsky, I love you. Chadsky, you suck. You can say whatever you want, and you'll be entered to win when we announce the winners in the next video. So, back by popular demand, the video giveaways are back. So, let's talk about this video. Here's our KvK. I did a stream just now, and we went through the different options and different matchmaking of how this thing worked. Okay, and on the surface, you look at this, and you're like, wait a minute. 2359 just got a massive migration. Okay, with the old 60 GT group that was in 2489, they came to 2359. Okay, and that includes Al Haytham. That includes a lot of those players that are with him. And you go in that situation and you're like, okay, 2359 is like the biggest alliance in the kingdom, highest kill points of anybody in the game of Rise of Kingdoms. So what do? They put 1981, another Gold Imperium. They put 1981 with 2359 and Fire Camp, huh? That doesn't make any sense. Super strong camp. But then you look down here and you got 3308, who's not far off from 2359. And they get Enorme's Kingdom in 3672. Hey, yo. So that's very formidable. Now, 3672 is not seeing as a gold or silver imp, but they are very formidable. We'll go through those stats. And then 1093 now contracts down to 1 alliance, and they get 2 AC campmates. 2489 obviously had some migrate out. They've contracted a little bit, and they get 2 AC campmates. So how does this thing work out? What are we going to do with this thing? Here are the stats for this, and this is how this thing breaks down, okay? Up in Fire Camp, obviously got mega power when it comes to 2359. And the highest kill points in the game, 4.9 trillion kill points, okay? And then you couple that with 1981. Now, 1981 has got a bunch of younger accounts, okay? And they're just now kind of arriving on the scene when it comes to big Imperiums. And this is the first time they're going into Imperium with a gold Imperium moniker. Itachi went there, which is really weird because I think Itachi was supposed to go to 2359. And then just kind of ghosted everybody. Okay. But now they're campmates. Hey, yo. But from there, we're in a situation to where they've got wind down in the bottom right, okay, with 3308. Now, 3308 and 2359, I was in the KvK last KvK. I fought with my main in 606. We were allied with 3308, and we ended up beating 2359 and 365, okay? Probably one of the coolest stories ever because 3308 and 606 didn't get along very well. We made friends, okay, and became allies. We ended up winning the KvK. Really, it was Attila David. That's who won the KvK. But we were able to do that, and now 3308 looking for a rematch against 2359. And Lilith set it up for them to rematch. Because on paper, you're looking at this, and I would say the two strongest camps are probably diagonal, top left, bottom right, fire and wind. However, not by much, man. 1093 and Earth Camp in the top right, okay, they've condensed down to one alliance. Now, you got to remember, 1093, and a lot of these kingdoms here, by the way, had farming KvKs last KvK. They didn't fight. So they're loaded up on speed ups and resources. Plus, 1093 has an infrastructure of farms that's just off the charts. Crazy off the charts. They've condensed down to one alliance, but they're super formidable, obviously. And you give them a couple of A seeds in 1592 and 2387. Hey, yo, my boy Mad Hydra in 2387. Let's go. And so if they're the third best camp, it's not by much. I mean, they're close. And then you've got Water Camp in 2489. 2489 still cooking, y'all. Still cooking. It's all of the Arvex accounts. It's all the big boys over there, Mao and those guys, Eva. They're all running that thing. And so from there, they're bringing an insane amount of kill. Look at the kill points of 2359, 4.9. Okay. 2489, 4.6. 3308, 4.3. 1093, 4.2. Trillion kill points. Like insane accounts. And then back to Water in 2489, they got 2 A seeds down there fighting with them. Now, these aren't just scrub A seeds. These are A seeds that are pushing 1 trillion kill points. Okay? So feel bad for them because they get put in this big KvK, but at the same time, I've seen A seeds have so much fun in these big KvKs, especially when you've got Big Brother in your camp. That's great. And you're going to ally another Big Brother. And so don't be worried about that, guys. If you're in an A seed and you're in this KvK, you can have a lot of fun. Because the murder ball you're going to fight in, if you're 3672 or if you're, 2387, the murder ball you're going to fight in is 1093's murder ball. You're going to be fine. So from there, how does this thing play out? Well, I did it in my live stream and I put up a poll and the poll said left versus right. 70% of the people say, hey, left versus right. When you look at this overall, that's what the matchup kind of looks like could be even. I don't think fire and wind could probably go into the same alliance. A diagonal alliance probably wouldn't be the play because I think they're both probably too strong, even though they only have 2 kingdoms in each camp. So I think you're looking at either a left versus right or a top versus bottom. And at first, you look at this and say, well, fire's just off the charts because 1981 and 2359 together is just really, really good, really, really potent. 2 gold Imperiums. But at the same time, if you go left versus right, and then if you go top versus bottom, I mean, there's all kinds of ways this thing can happen. If you go left versus right, okay, if we go with this on a left versus right situation, it's probably going to guarantee the best type of Kingsland. Now, you got to remember, this is Heroic Anthem KvK. You got a protected Zone 6. Okay, so everybody's going to Kingsland. And if you do that, a left versus right probably gives the best possibility for a long, good, hard Kingsland. But top versus bottom could too as well. So that's what we've got with this. Those are your stats, okay? And overall, they look relatively even. Earth Camp's got a little bit more power because they just got more kingdoms, and 2387's got some power as an A seed. And then, of course, 1093 has still got a ton of accounts, even though it's down to 1 alliance. But you look at the kill points and the trillions, it all looks pretty okay, pretty even, except for the fact that 2359 and 1981 have more. But you got to remember, it's 2359. They got a bunch of those old GT accounts. Those are old accounts. So that some of that kill points from like 5 years ago, right? And so this is how they set this thing up. Throw it down in the comments section. What do you guys think it should be? I'm in 2359 with my second account, of course. It's a Garrison Infantry account. All right, Mars is very proud of me. And we're going to do something really fun. I'm going to be fighting in a split screen setup. I'll show you that here in a few. But this account's got 6 critted sets. I run 6 marches, 6 critted sets, 3 infantry marches. Hell yeah, can't wait to run CPO and Luce. Get some. It's going to be great. But this is what I run off on this, obviously. I've also got a ring tier 5, and then I've got some pretty decent armaments, especially when it comes to the health. Do I change this over to Arch if we're going to have a whole bunch of swarming? We'll see. We can figure that out. It's Heroic Anthem. We're going to have support skills, so we're going to have to see how all that stuff works. But we're geared up at 2359. We're ready to go. All right. I didn't get to fight on this account last KvK. It sucked. I basically put the account away, didn't even touch it. And so from there, now I get to fight on it, and it's going to work out really, really good. So there's your matchup. And I want to hear from you down in the comments. Plus, you get entered to win that $10 Flux. I want to hear from you what you think about this KvK. I'm going to post this video really, really quickly, and it's going to be good. So from here, let's go to our 606 KvK, and I'll show you my split screen and how I'm going to do this. Okay, baby, we're in. Now, this is where my main is, right? Now, we completely depleted ourselves. Completely last KvK. And 606 is kind of condensed a little bit. But more than anything, we're going to get this KvK popping in 606 as well. It's a little bit different when it comes down to it. And so we'll go through this thing and how this thing broke down. Okay, so let me come over here and let me kind of pull this up and we'll go in. This is on the Siege of Orleans. Now, the one thing I love about Siege of Orleans is open zone 6s. It's going to be amazing. But look at all the kingdoms in this KvK. 1002, the most deadweight of deadweight kingdoms, and we're campmates with them? Huh? You got four kingdoms in all these different camps. You got 3 in our camp. And at first, it's like, well, 606 is in this. And of course, 606, we are no longer Imperium. We're fighting with about 95 mains. Okay, but we're still going to go hard. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But we got a whole bunch. We got baby kingdoms in here. 3586. Okay, 3199. That's Lily's kingdom, I think. We got multiple kingdoms in here that are young guys. And this will be a ton of fun. But you got some kingdoms that can actually punch a little bit, all right? But we're going to be depleted on resources, depleted on speed ups. We just did that Hell KvK with 2359, came out victorious, but now it's going to be a little tough. So let me show you a little bit of what we're looking at when it comes to this, okay? Now, on the surface, you look at this, you say, okay, 606 has got 2.7 trillion kill points. Well, what you don't know is that we have 8 mains that have vacation permits. So you can peel off about 200 billion kill points. So now we're at like 2.5 trillion kill points. But when you take a look at the stats, they are what they are. So up here in the top left in Brittany, we've got 3.19 trillion kill points, okay? Down here in the bottom in La Marcha, you've got 3.15 trillion kill points. And you can tell in the red on the left, they got 2.84 trillion kill points. In Bacardi, in the purple in the top, 2.7 trillion kill points. Bourbon's got 2.7 trillion kill points. And then the bottom right, the orange camp, has got 2.45 trillion kill points. I don't know how it's going to go here. I have no idea. Of course, we all know Kingdom 1002 in the top left. That's our campmates. They have 253 billion kill points. I mean, between me and Peace, we're damn near half of that for their whole kingdom. So they do not fight. These guys are not fighters, okay? And so from there, that's got to be taken into consideration. There's probably a way you could do a 3v3 in this, so we're going to have to see how Diplo goes. But with that, what's going to be exciting is how we're going to set this thing up when it comes to the split screen and how I'm going to do this. All right, y'all ready? I'm going to pull this thing up, and this is what you're going to get, okay? So here it is. Let's go do this. This is how I'm going to set this thing up. And it's going to be a ton of fun. Oh, by the way, if you want to like the video, go ahead and throw a like on here. But I have got my PC in the top left, right? This is my PC. This is what I normally stream from. Pretty easy. And I'll run my main up here on the PC, right? Then I've got my iPad down here in the bottom right. Now I'm just airplaying my iPad to my PC, to my gaming computer that I'm doing this streaming from and doing my videos from, and I'll stream from this to where I can actually play my second account on my iPad, and I can have the chat up there in the top right. It'll be a ton of fun, and I'll be able to do this. Now, we're going to have so much fighting, guys, because between this KvK on the HA, on the Heroic Anthem, and between this KvK on the Orleans, we're going to be fighting a ton. Now, on July 11th, my pass opening will open up down here to go into Zone 5. And hopefully that Diplo gets worked out and we got a good Zone 5 fight. But then the day after, on July 12th, my pass opening for Zone 5 goes here. Okay? And so from there, I got to run both accounts, which I love doing. I didn't get to do that last KvK. I was fighting myself. I had to get off my account. Didn't even touch it for all of KvK. So now we're cooking, baby. So I'm going to fight down here for a whole day. And then I got to get with Q in 2359 and be like, bro, I got a pass opening over here on my main, and I got to fight on that in Zone 5. And if I do that, just put me on the front lines. I'll show you guys my gear for this. I'm ready to go. Put me on the front lines, and I will go cook the garrisons. So I'll garrison on this account, and maybe I'll rally on this account at the same time, and 2 different KvKs at the same freaking time, and we'll broadcast it all to you. When I'm playing my main, obviously I can easily set it up like my regular stream where I've got my chat on the left. It's awesome. But since the iPad has a different dimension and a scale when it comes to it, it's not a 16:9 like that. I got to do it like this. Do you like my setup? I think it's pretty cool. Plus, I got a little Alliance chat blocker down there. Hey, yo, with the chat on the left. Let's go. We're cooking, boys. And that's how we're going to run this KvK. We're going to have a ton of fun with it, and we hope everybody enjoys it. And since we're going to fight so freaking much in July, because right after these things are over, guys, right after both these KvKs are over, my 4028 account, my restart, we're going to go fight Zone 5 immediately in K2 against 4030. Let's go. Oh, my God. July and August, let's get it on. We're going to be streaming like crazy, fighting like crazy, and to honor that or to celebrate that, we're bringing back the video giveaway. So post your comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the Diplos. Tell me what you think about everything that's happening and how this thing is going to work. You know, we got this guy going on. We've got the other one going on. Tell me all about it. And let's talk about it and see what happens here. But I thought it would be fun to show you guys a split screen, how I'm going to do this. We're going to have both of my main accounts fighting in KvK. Let's freaking go. I cannot wait. I got bloodlust over here. I got bloodlust. I'm waiting to fight. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a great morning, great evening, great afternoon, wherever you may be. And we'll see you later, broskies.